From the Conley Center on the campus of Ironton High School in Ironton, Ohio, Ohio University Southern's Electronic Media presents the 11th Annual Ironton Classic Invitational, brought to you by Western and Southern Light and Fox Sports Radio 1230 and 1420 AM. Tonight's games are sponsored by Giovanni's Pizza of Colgrove, Coca-Cola Bottling Company, St. Mary's Medical Center, Ohio University Southern, Buffalo Wild Wings, Bartram & Sons, Rax, and Collins Career Technical Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special presentation tonight will be made by Ironton High School Athletic Director, Mr. Mark LaFond.
Thank you, Rick. I want to welcome everybody to what I believe is the best showcase of basketball talent that our region sees every year before Christmas, no doubt. I appreciate everybody that supported this invitational for the last 11 years. Cannot tell you how much I enjoy these 2 days. These things can't happen without the help of very special people. I have no way I can name all the sponsors. They do a great job at the table doing that. I thank all of them for their financial support, materials they give us. We can't do this and give the hospitality we do to the teams that come in without their support on both sides. There's some individuals, once again, cannot name them all, who volunteer. My coaching staff, they're hostages to me, so they have to volunteer for hours and hours to get these things together, and I appreciate them so much. I want to recognize a few, but not all people. I can't do it at the time. Nicole Hicks has ran our pass game pretty much since the beginning of this. Once again, if you give her a round, please, I'd appreciate you in the back there. She organizes this, puts it together for our teams that come in and have great hospitality. Another person is Beth Campbell. She organizes the hospitality room here, the VIP upstairs, and the concession station. She puts all that together for us. I appreciate her. Yes, he is up there. The small guy up there, Mr. Sean Jones, he takes care of the VIP door. He is the guardian of the VIP hospitality room by Buffalo Wild Wings. We appreciate it, Sean. And it's hard for me to get the microphone away from him, but Rick let me have it for a few minutes. But listen, Rick stands up for anything we need, anytime, because they're entertaining, and we appreciate Rick. Everybody give him a round of applause. He's working with us irons in our community. Before we start this great next matchup we have coming up, I do want to mention a couple of people that are not with us anymore that have made this tournament work. In the last year, we have lost 2 of our friends, 2 guys that volunteered their time and really didn't get any credit for it at all. One was Francis Sherman, Tiger Clan member, passed away in June of this year. He ran our parking lot. You're talking about a thankless job. Snow, rain, whatever, he stayed out there the entire time and was a soldier for our kids and the great tournament we ran, and he passed away. And we're going to give him a round of applause. His family and wife Sharon that is still here. He did a great job for us. Another where we lost, not with us anymore, a friend, coach. Can't ask more of a guy named Ron Ross. He led all of our media stuff here. We lost him in October. You know how much we love him. The kids love Ron. And that's right. They would expect us to celebrate their life and what they did to give Ironton. So let's give everybody a big round of applause as we get ready to start this next game. I thank you for your enthusiasm.
Another thing, this tournament wouldn't happen without him. Mark LaFond, he started it, he runs it. That's why it's a class act. Next game between MACK Prep and Huntington Prep.
And you saw that presentation from Mark LaFond, head coach of the Ironton Tigers.
When they come out.
And we are getting ready in a few moments. Both teams have left the floor waiting on the presentation. But tonight's game that you're getting ready to watch, a couple of prep teams, Huntington Prep and taking on a team from North Carolina, MACK Prep. And they have been here before. Both teams have been part of this invitational event numerous times. And this is always one of the highlights of the Ironton Classic when you see a couple of prep teams with lots of college prospects lining up and getting to play each other.
Yeah, we've watched Huntington Prep especially through the years, and they have some major guys always on that roster. and guys that are going to, you know, you're going to watch these guys play on TV in the next few years. Some of these guys, and really the same thing with Max Prep. You know, they set out to play a very ambitious schedule because they have the talent to do that. And you see these guys, and you see college size on these guys too. And it's always entertaining to watch these teams play. And I think they're a real drawing card for the tournament.
And we'll listen in to the starting lineups for tonight's game here. Jamin Brakefield, Quinn Slazinski, and JT Thor also starting for Huntington High. AJ Hogard. And Emmanuel Okpomo. That's the starting 5 for Huntington Prep. Huntington Prep played last night and got a win over another prep team, Wesley Christian out of Allen, Kentucky. Pretty good ball game too. A fairly close game, and Huntington Prep outlasted them in a game that really had a lot of energy, a lot of up and down the floor.
Number 1, Jerome Henderson.
We'll take a quick break. Be back for the opening tip. You're watching the 11th Annual Ironton Classic.
The 11th Annual Ironton Classic Invitational is brought to you by Western and Southern Life, Fox Sports Radio, 1230 and 1420 AM, Coal Grove Giovanni's Pizza, Coca-Cola Bottling Company, St. Mary's Medical Center.
And teams are about ready to come out on the floor. MACK Prep taking on Huntington Prep. I'm Brian Correa along with Mark Maynard. And we are watching the 11th Annual Ironton Classic. One of the couple of games that we get every year involving prep schools. Got a lot of college prospects on the floor. Huntington High, obviously the larger team.
But not by much.
And the deeper squad, too. They got a lot more players on the bench. MACK Prep typically doesn't travel with a lot of players. I think they only got 8 players they brought on the trip this time. Huntington Prep controls the opening tip.
They are big.
Slazinski puts up the first shot of the game, falls short. MACK Prep now with their first offensive possession. Nason Ayala drives the lane with a left-handed scoop shot, won't go, and down with the rebound is Emmanuel Okpomo for Huntington Prep. Quick shot from the lane by JT Thor. Huntington yet to be able to connect on one of their field goal attempts. Shamari Allen with a nice drive and the reverse layup gets the first basket of the game. MACK Prep takes the early lead. Brakefield tries to go inside to Okpomo. He slips and falls, and now we've got a blocking foul on Brakefield. That'll be the first foul of the ball game.
MACK Prep probably has, what, 4 guys around the 6-foot mark, maybe. And certainly giving up 3-4 inches a man. You figure that size has to factor in eventually.
Well, you got Brakefield at 6'8", Okpomo at 6'9", and that's just the 2 front line guys up there for Huntington Prep.
I mean, even their
Thor 6'9" also.
Yeah, even their perimeter guys are big. Just makes time into the basket tough.
Slazinski from the corner.
Got it.
And they give him 2. He had his foot on the line. Official standing right there with an eye on it. So that ties it up at 2. 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Ayala tries to drive through the double team there and sliding in for the scoop shot, Jerome Henderson.
Jerome Henderson.
Over 2 taller players, impressive shot there. A.J. Hogard comes up, puts up the floater, won't go, gets his own rebound. Akpomo goes inside, has it blocked from behind by Allen. Slazinski from the left side this time.
Got the 3 that time, didn't he?
Quinn Slazinski.
So Slazinski has hit 1 from each side of the baseline.
He's got a nice shot, doesn't he? It's perfect for him. Land of the Giants.
Huntington very aggressive on defense. Ayala goes down the middle, tries to scoop it up in there. Ball loose, still loose. Brakefield now comes out with it for Huntington, out on the break to Hogard. Goes all the way in, off the glass.
A.J. Hogard.
Now a 7-4 lead for Huntington Prep. We go inside 5 minutes of this first quarter. Stolen by Hogard. The outlet to Brakefield.
Nope.
Looked like he thought about dunking, changed his mind, missed the layup.
I think you're right, Brian. I think that's exactly what happened.
The 3 from the corner for Jerome Henderson.
Jerome Henderson.
We're all tied up again at 7. Brakefield with the 3.
Jalen Brakefield.
All that size, and then you have these 3-point shots. Oh my!
Brakefield almost with a steal.
Yeah.
And Allen's able to get it back now. Dishes it off. Gardner goes in for the layup, and he is fouled as he makes his way to the basket.
Fouls on A.J. Hogard. He's first, team second.
Couple of substitutions for MACK Prep.
Swansea Jimenez in MACK Prep lineup.
Swansea Jimenez in for MACK Prep, along with Elliott Glenn. Gardner double team, fakes. Gives it back to the corner. Now Glenn drives baseline, kicks it out. The 3-pointer by Nason Ayala.
Nason Ayala.
Obviously hanging right with him.
Nice give and go. Hogard goes in,
Yeah.
has it knocked away as he goes to the basket, but that's going to result in a MACK Prep foul. That'll put him on the free throw line.
Jerome Henderson is first.
A.J. Hogard, a 6'4" junior. Looking for his second free throw attempt. Huntington Prep up now by 2 with 3:10 to go in the first quarter.
Little 1-3-1 zone trap.
They get Henderson in the corner and get the steal.
Yeah, good job.
Jim Agatwish just came in the lineup, got the steal there, gives it out to Brakefield. Slazinski pulls up for the 3.
Whoa.
And there to put it back in is J.T. Thor.
J.T. Thor.
Is that the mighty Thor?
And with that, William Sparrow wants a timeout to take a few moments, regroup, talk about that. 2:44 left in the quarter.
I think fans wait for plays like that when prep teams play, and you know Thor was in the right place at the right time. We're going to watch it again here. We'll watch the miss and then the follow. Good look from Zielinski there. It looked like it was on target, just short off the front of the rim, and Thor comes in and bangs it down.
Only two seniors that you're going to see out here tonight on this Huntington Prep team are Quinn Zielinski and Greg Tribble, who hasn't come into the game yet, played quite a bit last night and contributed quite a bit. But those are the only two seniors that you likely could see playing college basketball next year.
So a young team for them. They put this 1-3-1 in, 1-3-1 half-court trap, and they have such long wingspan, Brian. They take up, you know, I mean, you're trapped immediately by those long arms and legs. Just kind of watch it. And, good job of splitting the trap and getting a good shot in there. Nice rebound.
Swansea Jimenez. It's MACK Prep back to within 2. MACK Prep, by the way, located in Charlotte, North Carolina. Another blue team going by the Wildcats. Zielinski inside with the easy basket.
Quinn Zielinski.
7 for him already.
And stolen away by Zielinski. Brakefield now on the break and the slam.
Jamin Brakefield.
That was nice.
Inside of 2 minutes here in the opening quarter. Driving all the way down the lane with a nice shot is Shamari Allen.
Great drive right there, just splitting the defense. There's a steal, tipping a steal.
Henderson gets it out to Allen. Allen takes it down for the slam at the other end.
Shamari Allen.
So some lackadaisical passing by Huntington Prep, and now MACK Prep now back within 2 points as we approach the 1 minute mark here in the quarter.
Excellent first quarter, really up tempo, and a couple of, now we have 3 dunks.
Thor almost has it knocked away. Brakefield, nice pass inside to Zielinski, and there's Thor for the slam, but it's going to wave that off. Their foul came before the shot.
2 shots. Zielinski gets to go to the line.
Fouls on Shamari Allen, his first.
So Quinn Zielinski goes to the line.
Quinn Zielinski on the line.
We're going to show a replay of that dunk that doesn't count, but a great job by Thor just being there.
Couple of substitutions for Huntington Prep. Pomo back in. Dante Stringer also in for Huntington Prep.
You mentioned it earlier that, I mean, MACK Prep's bench pretty thin. You know, that could factor in late in the game for sure, or foul trouble. Or
yeah, especially with the pace these two teams go.
Exactly.
Zielinski already with 9 points in this first quarter with 40 seconds to play.
Hear that Zielinski name, I think of Tommy Boy, and that Zielinski Autos that the guy owned, I think. Probably not the same guy.
Ayala puts it on the floor, spins nice. Inside and gets draws the foul on Pomo.
Excellent spin move there. Get away from a couple of big guys.
Nason Ayala at the free throw line. Chance to draw his team to within 3 here with this free throw with 16.2 left in the first. Misfires on both free throws. It's still a 4-point Huntington Prep lead. And the ball knocked away from behind. Now MACK Prep with a chance to draw a little bit closer here as Ayala brings it down. Dish is off. Headed inside at the buzzer. Putting it up is Jimenez, and he gets the basket, and it'll count. That's the end of the first quarter. Huntington Prep leading MACK Prep by a score of 20-18. You're watching the 11th annual Ironton Classic.
The 11th annual Ironton Classic Invitational is brought to you by Western and Southern Life. Fox Sports Radio, 1230 and 1420 AM. Ohio University Southern. Buffalo Wild Wings. Rax.
There's that last play right at the end of the first quarter.
We couldn't hear the buzzer off that or see it, but he definitely got it off in time. But what a great move
that straight up into the air there, didn't he?
You know, they haven't backed down at all. I mean, despite being, you know, really terribly undersized all over. They've done a great job of hanging right in there with Huntington. They've taken care of the ball very well, despite their length that they're facing.
Thank you, Western Southern, for being our big sponsor. Step out there and sign up and win something.
MACK Prep has possession as we start the second quarter. They trail by 2. Very fast-paced first quarter. We really expected to see that. Akpomo comes down with a rebound. Jimmy Gatwich puts up the shot. Follows and gets his own rebound. Textbook example of following your own shot.
Yeah, for sure.
Turned into 2 points for Gatwich. Now it's a 4-point Huntington Prep lead and a steal by Brakefield. 1-on-2. He splits the defenders, goes inside, and he's fouled. Foul's going to be on Ayala.
Foul's on Ayala, his first.
Non-shooting foul, so Huntington will have it out underneath their own basket.
I would say they have some good inbounds plays with people with that kind of size. You see MACK Prep guys hold on to.
Pomo spins, puts it up, and he's fouled. We'll call that one on Jimenez. That'll be his first. And that'll put Akpomo on the line.
Right.
Fouls on Swansea Jimenez, his first.
Emmanuel Akpomo, a 6'9" junior.
So he'll be getting looked at a lot next year. Well, this year too, but be getting some offers next year.
Gaskins, Oklahoma.
He makes good on both free throws. Six-point Huntington Prep lead. The steal. Outlet pass to Brakefield, catches up with it.
Jamin Brakefield.
Huntington has outscored MACK Prep 6-0 here in this quarter so far.
Yeah, they have to be careful about these kind of runs that can take them out of the game in a hurry.
Kyrie Stevens with that shot over the outstretched arm of the defender. Now here's JT Thor putting up a shot. Brakefield there for the putback.
Jamin Brakefield.
He's just taller than his defender and was able to get up over top of him.
Just like that, 10 points, Brian.
Ayala now in traffic and surrounded, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Brakefield. They call it on Okpomo, I believe. Thought it may have been a jump ball, but
Okpomo is first.
under 6 minutes to go in the half. Okpomo, I think, is going to get whistled for another foul. So 2 quick fouls for Emmanuel Okpomo.
Fouls on Emmanuel Okpomo, his second.
5 team fouls on Huntington Prep. Ayala with a lob pass in and gets it back underneath the basket, gets the shot off. Nice pass.
Yeah.
Return pass from Elliott Glenn.
That was a great look there.
All loose, stolen away. Now they've got the break. Glenn takes it in with the left hand, gets the basket. Elliott Glenn, a couple of nice plays there with the assist and the layup there. So now they're back within 6 as we hit 5 minutes to go in the half. Thor getting in, you knew he was going to go that close to the basket. Stringer going for the rebound, but has it knocked away by Allen, and it'll stay with Huntington Prep as Jerome Henderson heads back into the MACK Prep lineup. Slazinski back in for Prep. Dante Stringer to inbound. He's a 6'7" freshman. That one thrown away. That was
it was a terrible inbounds pass.
Not much height on that pass.
Lined her up too. Oh, they needed that.
In the corner, the 3-pointer by Jerome Henderson. Now MACK Prep has drawn back after being down by 10, has drawn back to within 3. Slazinski with the turnaround jumper off the front of the rim. Ball loose underneath, taken down and put in by Jamin Brakefield.
He's having a big first half, big second quarter especially.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Brakefield. It will stay with MACK Prep. 3:38 to play in the quarter.
MACK Prep's hanging right in there. Just 5 points right now.
It's a 3-pointer, won't go. Slazinski taps it out. Henderson hustles and gets the rebound. The ball loose, and here comes Huntington Prep on the break. The lob, a little too high for Brakefield. And Henderson trying to dribble through traffic, had it knocked away, and we're going to get a jump ball, and the possession arrow will go to Huntington Prep.
Jump ball stays with Huntington.
MACK Prep gets in trouble when they try to throw the ball over defenders, but when they do the bounce passes and throw around them, they actually have been very successful when they've been able to do that, to get the ball inside and get a good shot off. Slazinski with a nice touch in the three. That's his second three-pointer. 12 points for Quinn Slazinski.
I like his overall game. I mean, boy, they're quick too, aren't they?
Brakefield with the steal or with the outlet pass and takes advantage of it, gets it down and gets the basket. And Huntington Prep, that had their lead cut down to 3 points, gets it back out to a 10-point lead. 2:36 to play. We'll step aside. You're watching the 11th Annual Ironton Classic.
The 11th Annual Ironton Classic Invitational is brought to you by Western and Southern Life. Fox Sports Radio 1230 and 1420 AM. Bartram and Sons. Collins Career and Technical Center.
Huntington Prep with a 10-point lead, 2:36 to play in the first half, and they have allowed MACK Prep to close it in a little bit within 3, but then quickly, just like that, they turn it around and spurt out to a 10-point lead again.
Couple steals. Brakefield's outstanding open court player, really, but he has such great size and strength. I mean, he has really had a great second quarter here with 8 points. Oh, that's an over and back.
Huntington Prep has so much size advantage over them, but got to give credit to MACK Prep. They have really hung tough here.
They really have. I mean, they are grossly undersized.
Brakefield with the turnaround jumper makes it look easy. 10 points this quarter for Brakefield, 15 overall. Somehow Allen was able to get that shot off as he drew the foul.
He was in the land of the Giants, that's for sure.
Slazinski called for the foul, so Shamari Allen to go to the free throw line. There's 6 points for MACK Prep. 1:53 left on the clock here in the first half. MACK Prep has had 3 attempts at it from the free throw line. They've yet to make a free throw. And in a game like this, they really can use everything they can get.
Yeah, for sure. And they missed again. Got somebody in the lane before they were supposed to be.
Basket, Shamari Allen.
9-point lead for, rather 11-point lead for Huntington Prep. Ball knocked away, stolen away by Allen. He takes it down the length of the floor, goes in over 2 defenders, and Brakefield comes out of the pack with it. And Allen's going to be called for the foul for MACK Prep. Clock will stop at 1:26.
Fouls on Shamari Allen, his second.
Slazinski working on a shorter player inside and turns around, gets the shot and the foul.
Quinn Slazinski.
Henderson called for the foul.
He just took advantage of that, didn't he?
I'm surprised we really haven't seen that more frequently inside, because they could just about do that every time.
Yeah, you're right.
Jerome Henderson, his second.
I think they want to still do everything they normally do. But they can go the well when they need to. He's got just great touch, doesn't he? I mean, he really does. That's the biggest lead of the game, 14.
15 points for Slazinski. Both Slazinski and Brakefield having big first halves here. And Ayala goes in, and he is fouled as he goes to the basket.
Fouls up Okapomo, his third.
Pomo just picked up his third foul. But that will send Nason Ayala to the free throw line. Jimenez back in for MACK Prep. He'll come in for Allen as Ayala will get ready for his second free throw attempt here. Lead is still 13 for Huntington Prep as we have 1 minute left to play in the half. Gatwich gathers up the loose ball, and then he's fouled.
He wanted to go up with it, didn't he?
Fouls on Kyrie Stevens, his first. Jim Gatwich on the line.
MACK Prep not in any kind of foul trouble at this point, but they could ill afford to lose anybody with the small bench that they have.
Right, eight people that they brought with them. So far, so good on that point, I guess.
Three-point attempt by Gardner off the front of the iron. Turnaround jumper, no good. Final 28 seconds of the half. Inside and missing the layup.
It's tough.
Is Jimenez. He was anticipating
yeah.
somebody to be there. Brakefield now with the basketball down to the final 7 seconds. Gatwich gives it to Brakefield. He'll pull up for the three.
Nope.
Short. That'll bring us to the end of the first half.
Who's got problems number 1?
Huntington Prep with an impressive first half as they pull away to a 42-27 lead. It's halftime, and you're watching the 11th annual Ironton Classic.
From the Conley Center on the campus of Ironton High School in Ironton, Ohio, Ohio University Southern's Electronic Media presents the 11th annual Ironton Classic Invitational, brought to you by Western and Southern Life and Fox Sports Radio 1230 and 1420 AM. Tonight's games are sponsored by Giovanni's Pizza of Colgrove, Coca-Cola Bottling Company, St. Mary's Medical Center, Ohio University Southern, Buffalo Wild Wings, Bartram & Sons, Rax, and Collins Career Technical Center.
Conley Center, and we are getting set for second half action, and the halftime score, Huntington Prep leads MACK Prep out of North Carolina by a score of 42-27. Some interesting first half statistics. Quinn Slazinski, leading scorer for both teams, 17 points, followed closely by Jamin Brakefield, 15, both for Huntington Prep. Leading scorer for MACK Prep, Jerome Henderson with 8 points. Another interesting stat, rebounds. Huntington Prep has out-rebounded MACK Prep 17-7, so they've had a decided advantage on the board, not surprising with the height advantage. And free throws, Huntington Prep shooting a perfect 9 for 9 from the free throw line. MACK Prep 2 for 6 from the free throw line. Turnovers really not that much of an issue here in terms of, I think 7 for Huntington Prep, 8 for MACK Prep. But I think overall we just see the height difference and the fact that Huntington Prep can pretty much take the ball inside at will and then score as they need to.
I think a lot of it was height and depth on the bench too. They couldn't make a whole lot of changes. They couldn't do a whole lot of different things because they only have 3 people on their bench. But you're right. The difference is, 3 to 4 inches a man. Probably average. You can tell out there, and it's tougher to shoot over them, tougher to pass around them. They're turning them over a lot. MACK Prep hung with them pretty well for quarter and a half even. But they had that couple little spurts there, and it'll be tough to catch up 15 down. Huntington Prep is very skilled too, aren't they? Not just tall, they're skilled players. Brakefield had a great first half.
And Pomo comes up with the steal and gets it out to Slazinski, takes it all the way in, scoops it in. And he starts the second half much like he finished the first half.
Yep.
Adding to his point total.
He's been a fun player to watch this game, Brian.
And I think we've got the ball out of bounds. I believe they call a foul there on, nope, or yes they did. A.J. Hogard with the foul.
Fouls on A.J. Hogard, second.
Henderson
from the corner, a little too strong on Pomo with the rebound.
You got to hit those corner shots if you're going to beat that 1-3-1. But that it's a perfect defense to play with the size that they have and quickness too.
Hogard goes in, gets the basket. Weaving inside is Allen, and he's going to get the basket and the foul.
Yeah, they needed that basket for sure. This game is definitely slipping away from them.
His fourth.
So Okpomo picking up his 4th foul. Shamari Allen to the free throw line. MACK Prep having a tough time at the free throw line.
Yeah, they really are, and you cannot miss free throws.
Jerome Henderson, I think they're called with a foul. That'll be his 3rd. Hogard in, puts it off the glass, fouled. He'll go to the free throw line.
Talon, A.J. Hogard.
Making it look easy, aren't they?
They just got so many weapons they can throw at you.
See that replay here. He just weaves in. You can see that height advantage they have. Tried to take the charge, but it was a good call. And missed the free throw.
First missed free throw of the night for Huntington Prep. Quickly down the lane.
Oh, nice.
Ayala missed it, but Allen's there to slam it back.
Oh, nice
Slazinski
pass.
gets it back.
Boy, that was a beauty, wasn't it?
Quinn Slazinski.
19-point lead now for Huntington Prep.
That's a good pass. Two good
Quick
passes.
feed underneath and a little too strong on the layup for Glenn. Huntington Prep wastes no time getting the ball back up floor. Knocked away and a good steal there by Allen, and now he waits on the pass, takes it in, and doesn't get the roll on the layup. Hogard was there just enough to throw him off of his rhythm. And 5-second call, I believe there, was it?
I don't think he thought that was a 5-second call. I'm not sure.
Swansea Jimenez in.
4:58 left here in the third.
Nope.
Jump shot too short.
Good hustle for the rebound. Wow, that's good work.
Brakefield takes it in, dishes it off, and off the leg of J.T. Thor. We'll turn it back over to MACK Prep with 4:27 to go.
Nice job by Brakefield, though. He could have taken that in. He was, maybe made the. I don't think Thor was expecting the extra pass there. There's the Huntington bench. Into the game, of course.
Bounce pass stolen away. Here comes Huntington Prep now, back in transition. Give it to Thor down the middle. That was a no-look pass for sure.
Yeah. I'm not sure he knew anything that was going on there either. Yes, it was.
And contact as Allen goes down the middle, as Ayala goes down the middle. He's fouled. 4:01 to go in the quarter, and he will go to the free throw line.
Fouls on Jimmy Goodrich, his second.
A long three put up there by Allen. Falls a little bit short. Both teams trading missed threes, and it was out of bounds. They're going to say it goes. Well, going to have to discuss it here.
They're going to change it.
Give it back to Huntington.
They're getting warmed up. The fans are howling a little bit.
Slazinski with the long three. It's nothing but air, and
boy,
ball kicked around.
Thor wanted that one today.
All the way down, coast to coast. Nason Ayala. Slazinski fights through traffic and gets hacked on the arms and the face and a few other places, and he'll be at the line for 2 free throws. Call that one on Ayala.
And we're seeing Slazinski drive in and just get hammered there. Deadly putting him on the free throw line.
Now at the 20-point mark for the night for Quinn Slazinski.
He's a very impressive player. Is he a senior or is
yes.
Yeah.
He is from Sugar Land, Texas.
Baskets, Quinn Slazinski.
And a blocking foul is going to go against, it's Akpomo. That is going to be number 5, I believe, on him.
Fouls Emmanuel Akpomo.
And he is fouled out of the ball game, so
His 5th.
he will take a seat for the remainder of the game. Huntington Prep comfortably ahead by 19. 2:41 to play here in this third quarter. Ayala drives in, puts up the shot.
No fear.
Nashawn Ayala.
10 points for Ayala. Slazinski short on the 3, gets his own rebound, knocked out of bounds though, and that'll give it back to MACK Prep with 2:02 to go. A long 3 put up. Won't go. Allen had a good look at it though. Slazinski takes it back all the way. Reverse layup won't go. Coming out of there with it.
He wanted a foul.
Brown. Outlet pass to Shamari Allen.
Shamari Allen.
It's his 3rd dunk of the game.
Loose. Another steal by MACK Prep now.
Trying to get back in this thing.
Quashawn Brown takes it in, scoops it up, won't quite fall there, and here comes Jamin Brakefield back. And a steal by Allen. He is fouled from behind. He had 2 players behind him. Brakefield fouled him.
They were not going to let another dunk happen.
Fouls on Jamin Brakefield, his 2nd.
Shamari Allen will go to the line. He knew somebody was following him. I know.
Brakefield gets a lot of the arm there, but he just was not going to allow another dunk. Kind of general principle there.
Shamari Allen now with 14 points, leading scorer for MACK Prep.
MACK has actually outscored them in the second half by 1 point. Like that too.
Basket, Shamari Allen.
They're within 13. Trailed by 21 just a few minutes ago. Game time.
Under a minute to play in the quarter. And we've got a foul underneath. It'll be on MACK Prep. I believe that's going to be on Shamari Allen.
Fouls on Shamari Allen.
It's his 3rd. Shot doesn't go. Out to Allen. No fear. Takes it right in there. Shamari Allen. 10 points in this quarter. He's had a big quarter. 17 points on the night.
Back to within 11 points.
Final 20 seconds of the 3rd. Dante Stringer fires up a 3.
Allen way up for that.
Oh, almost a goaltend there.
Close.
Elliot Glenn put that high off the glass. Slazinski goes at the buzzer, won't fall. That's the end of the third quarter. It'll be Huntington Prep 52, MACK Prep 51. We'll take a break. You're watching the 11th annual Ironton Classic.
The 11th annual Ironton Classic Invitational is brought to you by Western and Southern Life. Fox Sports Radio 1230 and 1420 AM. Bartram and Sons. Collins Career and Technical Center.
Back at the Conley Center, and Mark, like you said, MACK Prep outscored Huntington Prep 14-10 in that quarter, but still they trail by 11. But you know, it could be worse. But they really just put up a good scrap here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they, you know, and in that quarter, they were behind 50-31, but outscored them 10-2 in the second half of the quarter, showing that they got some fight left in them. And I think that's got to be an encouraging sign for MACK Prep, who's really up against a really formidable opponent. We'll see if Brakefield gets a little more involved here in the fourth quarter. And he did, because he failed to score in that quarter. I'm not sure he even took a shot.
So we are in the final 8 minutes of the ball game. Slazinski inside, and he is just hammered as he turns around for the shot. He'll go to the free throw line again.
He had 4 people draped on him.
Oswald Swansea Jimenez, his second.
JT Thor back in the lineup. Ishan Yagiasi was in just for a moment, making his first appearance of the game, and is back out. Now Slazinski connects him on both free throws. 23 points for Slazinski. And the lead is back to 13 for Huntington Prep. Fourth and final quarter. Allen with the long three, air ball, just gets the bottom of the net actually and goes out of bounds, and they're going to say Huntington Prep touched it. Ayala will bring it in underneath the MACK Prep basket. Has it knocked away, swatted away, and then ball loose underneath. Brown comes up with it. Allen goes in for the nice reverse shot, will not go, and we've got a pushing foul underneath. That's going to go against MACK.
He can't believe it.
It's going to be on Jimenez. That's his third.
Fouls on Swanson Jimenez, his third.
Slazinski doesn't connect on that three. Allen, fearless, taking the ball in there.
Allen with a bucket.
He has been the bulk of this offense for MACK. It's 12 points.
Fouls on.
Here he comes going over the basket. I mean, just like you say, Brian, no fear. He can jump too. He can get up there and play with those guys.
$20 points on the night for Shamari Allen.
Certainly kept them in the game. Now they're within 10. Closest they've been since early in the second quarter. Getting some whistles, aren't we now?
54-44 the score. A.J. Hogard go to the free throw line for MACK Prep. Foul was on Elliott Glenn.
His second.
One more free throw attempt. 6:38 remaining. Misfires on both. An unfortunate break there for MACK. They not only got the missed free throws, but couldn't control the rebound.
They had a chance there to get it under double figures. And, you know, you start getting it under that and you got a shot. Especially, there's a lot of time left.
4 rebounds. Good defensive play by Brown. 4-on-1 break, and he missed the layup. Brown, good hustle there by Elliott Glenn to wrestle the ball away.
Oh, boy.
Now you've got a foul on the other end. I'll tell you, one thing about MACK, they don't
give
hustling
up,
to the very end.
Fouls off Dante Stringer, his first.
There were a couple of balls there they should not have had, and they took them right out of the hands of the Huntington Prep players. But Ayala now goes to the foul line. He can cut this under 10, and we've got a technical foul. There's a technical.
Who'd they call it on? That's been on Huntington Prep.
A technical foul has been called on number 2, Quinn Slazinski.
Oh, Slazinski called for the technical. I didn't see who they actually called that personal.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But these free throws could be pretty big here for MACK. It cut into this lead quite a bit here.
They're climbing back in this thing. Oh, boy.
There were 2 free throws, I think, for the foul, and then 2 for the technical.
Right.
So Shamari Allen will shoot the technical.
I'd let him shoot him too, the way he's playing right now. And the ball.
So now MACK has cut it down to a 7-point lead, 6:19 to play, and they have the basketball.
Tons of time. They've outscored them 16-4 since it was 50-31.
Allen dribbling through traffic. Gets himself in a little bit of trouble. The ball knocked away. It'll stay with MACK. Ayala drives down the lane, almost has it stolen away. Gets it back underneath the basket.
Good
just
block.
Too much height around him and knocked away.
Well, that would have been a big, though, if they could have got it to 5 there. But there's still a lot of time.
5:40 to play.
Yeah, frankly, the whole quarter.
Hogard drives with a reverse scoop shot. He's fouled and makes the basket.
Time to bucket, A.J. Hogard.
We'll see that again here.
His third.
Just an all-around nice play there. So Oak missed his last 4 free throws. 9-point Huntington Prep lead. 5:25 to play. Oh, ball rolling the other end of the floor. Nobody
wants
it.
to get it, right?
I don't know that I've ever seen that happen. Everybody kind of looking at it like he's not going to ask me to go after it.
Yeah, why can't that bench come up and get it? I don't know.
Oh, got away with a little push there.
Yeah, he did.
I think. I don't know if he got away with it or not. Sure didn't.
He saw it too, didn't he?
So they get Dante Stringer with the foul.
It's a good call right there.
That'll put Elliott Glenn at the free throw line.
Well, they can't miss free throws and expect to stay in the game.
Thor takes it inside, now dishes back out. Stringer for the three. Slazinski there, has it knocked away. Now here's Brown on the break. Bounce pass over to Allen. 56-49 as we hit 5 minutes to play. Brakefield slips inside, gets the shot, gets his own rebound, ball loose. And he gets hacked on the arm. And they will call that one on Jimenez, and that will be number 4 on him. That'll put Jamin Brakefield at the free throw line.
After a big first half, this is the first we've heard from Blakefield here in the second half. Left-hander hits that free throw.
Brakefield, both of his free throw attempts, 17 points for Jamin Brakefield. Leads back to 9. Errant pass stole away. Brakefield takes it down. He's fouled from behind by Allen.
Yeah, that was. They're calling it intentional. Yes, it was.
Fouls off Shamari Allen, his fourth.
And now tempers flaring a little bit. We're going to see technicals. This is.
Yeah, one of them's getting thrown.
A lot of things going on away from the basketball there, and a little bit of talking, I believe.
Yeah.
So they will sort everything out here. And maybe we'll see what happened here.
Certainly an intentional foul. That is the right call. But let's see what happened after here. If we can keep it rolling. See at the top of the screen. Yep.
Probably some chattering to each other.
Yeah, I'd say some talking.
Got the best of somebody.
Somebody pushed somebody in the chest, and here we go.
4:26 remaining and 9-point
really,
Huntington Prep lead here.
This could be big for stretching that lead back out again.
So the officials talking to both coaches, sorting out. But I thought I saw a technical called, at least one.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not sure who they actually called it on. Here you go.
Yeah, here's
we'll see what happened here.
There. Well, looks like 11 and that guy's pointing like he's throwing somebody out.
I think it was number 4. I think that was
out.
Edward Gardner. It looked like he took a swing at one of the Huntington Prep players. But yeah, I do believe he's out.
All right, let's see what happens here.
So now we've got the free throw and the technicals.
That's the guy, and then he's the one that's thrown out.
So Jamin Brakefield now standing at the free throw line.
I think Edward Gardner thrown out. And Blakefield is on the line. Of course, Blakefield was the one who was originally fouled. My guess is, if I'm them, I'd just keep him. Okay, then now we don't shoot anymore.
So I'm not sure what they're doing.
I'm not sure if they threw him out or not. I don't know.
They did indicate that there was a technical, but
maybe it was on both sides and
could be
kind of negated, you know, offsetting
penalties.
All right, they're good. Whatever. Here we go. 11 back to 11-point lead.
Okay.
Well, I love Allen, don't you? He really plays hard.
We are crashing into the chairs over there.
He got hammered over there, and he's got a Charlie horse or something.
Fouls on AJ Hubbard.
Yeah, Charlie horse looks like.
We got a Huntington prep foul. You know, and once again, their bench is.
It's thin.
They had 8 players total, and if they had one player ejected.
Which, again, I'm not really sure if he was ejected. I mean, I didn't see him come over to the scorer's table anyway. Let's say that. Allen has really been a catalyst for keeping them in the game as long as they've been in the game, and they still are. They can ill afford to lose him.
So they're tending to him, and again, looks like a cramp.
The Kentucky Wildcats today beat North Carolina 80-72. You may have seen that Duke shirt over there. Nobody's attacking the guy. I guess that's a good thing. Of course, MACK, they're from Charlotte, right?
Yeah, and they're
Charlotte
the Wildcats.
Area. So, but yeah.
It's a little bit of like a team from North Carolina called the Wildcats.
So we're going to watch this again here. He just got hit, and then, of course, his leg cramped up. I think they called a foul on that too. So Allen would be going to the free throw line if he's able to walk.
How about a big hand for Shamari Allen?
He's certainly going to try to play.
Fouls really starting to add up here now.
I think because play had stopped when he was on the sideline, I don't think he can just get back in the game and play. I think he has to sit out just a second. And he probably needs to anyway, really. Of course, there's not too much choice over there on that MACK bench, but
looks like Swansea Jimenez is going to come back in. And
you'll get
just as you said, he's going to take a break and go stretch that leg out.
I think they get to choose their free throw shooter that's on the floor. Maybe not. Good try, though. Good try. It was a very good try to choose this free throw shooter. They're going to put somebody in that can. Now, they're putting somebody in that
I think Jerome
can
Henderson's
shoot free throws.
trying to jockey for position there to maybe get a couple of shots in.
Let's see what happens here.
Quashawn Brown goes to the line.
Well, they chose poorly.
Jimmy Gatwich back in for Huntington Prep. 4:16 on the clock. Two players with 4 fouls.
All right, good start. I don't think that was Allen.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
Good try.
Yeah, steal coming back. Ayala brings it back down the floor, goes over 2 players and gets the layup.
Back to 8.
Under 4 minutes to play. Full court pressure still for MACK. But again, they have 2 players with 4 fouls and 2 others with 3. May not be a complete factor as we head down to the last few minutes, but again, they don't have very many people on their bench. So. Thor turns around and we had a whistle and a foul. That one will go against Kyrie Stevens, I believe.
Fouls on Kyrie Stevens.
Thor has not scored since that first quarter dunk when he had a rebound follow dunk. Still has not.
Nine-point Huntington lead with 3:29 on the clock. Ball knocked away inside. Huntington with it now on the break. Brakefield out. Gets the slam.
Nice.
Jalen Brakefield.
Takes the Huntington lead out to 11.
Here's some $25
Shamari Allen now back in the ball game for MACK.
Drop in the hall, Western Southern Boot will pick them up. Edith Humphreys, Laurel Fillion, Dustin May, Steve Howman.
21 points for Blakefield. He's picking it back up a little bit.
Henderson with a long 3. Brakefield comes in for the rebound, and I think they're going to get him for going over the back.
Fouls on A.J. Hubbard, his 5th.
So it's
See,
A.J. Hogarth.
watch him
got
here.
the
Yeah,
foul.
he definitely came up high over him. Good call.
They're saying he has 5. I didn't have him with 5, but apparently he does. So he is out. Elliott Glenn at the free throw line for MACK Prep.
Baskets, Elliott Glenn.
10-point Huntington lead now. 2:40 to play. Jimmy Gatwich turns around, has it swiped by Brown. Outlet pass to Glenn, has it blocked by Brakefield. Then coming out of nowhere is Kyrie Stevens.
Kyrie Stevens.
Makes a little bit like Kyrie Irving there.
Yeah,
Swoops the shot in there. That cuts it down to 8. Slazinski inside, has it knocked away from behind, but also going to call a foul on MACK. Stops the clock with 2:15 to go.
Fouls on Ayala.
That's going to be
His
called
3rd.
against Ayala. He's got 3 now.
Slazinski on the line.
So Quinn Slazinski to the free throw line. He's a perfect 8 for 8 from the line. 24 points. 25 and 10 for 10 from the free throw line. 10-point lead for Prep, Huntington Prep again.
Excellent game from him.
2 minutes to play. Long three-pointer's going to get nothing but air from Stevens. Dante Stringer in the corner. Gatwich is looking for the slam, mistimed it.
Yeah, he did. Nice.
And a floater there by Shamari Allen. 26 points for Shamari Allen.
I think we have our players of the game. Although Blakefield's been pretty good too for Huntington Prep.
And they're going to get Henderson with his fourth personal, and that will send Quinn Slazinski to the line. Clock will stop, 1:02 remaining.
Not the guy you want to foul.
I said he was 10 for 10. He's actually 9 for 9 from the line. 25-point night for Quinn Slazinski. 26, now he's 10 for 10.
Here from Paul Davis Restoration, please come to the scorer's table.
Just keep adding to it.
Paul Davis Restoration, please come to the scorer's table.
And with that, he equals Shamari Allen for scoring honors, both with 26 tonight.
Very complete player.
1 minute to play. Allen puts up the three. Pulled down by Slazinski, taken away underneath by Henderson. Brown's shot hits the side of the backboard, but it'll go back to Huntington Prep. Now 43.5 left. And the foul by Jimenez. That's number 5 for him.
Fouls on Swansea Jimenez, his 5th.
Stevens will come back in for him. 24.4, and Jamin Brakefield goes to the free throw line to add to the 10-point lead. 21 points for Jamin Brakefield. That's his first miss tonight from the line.
They have really shot him well, haven't they?
Final 15 seconds as Slazinski brings it up.
They're not going to foul, so that's good. Maybe.
And we count it down. That'll bring us to the end. And the final score, Huntington Prep defeats MACK Prep by a score of 68-57. Pretty entertaining game there, Mark.
Yeah, MACK Prep didn't give up. They got behind 19, came back, cut it to 7, had a chance to cut it to 5, had the ball. So they made a good run at it. And Huntington Prep was the better team. Two great performances from Slazinski and Blakefield to offset Allen's outstanding show. So good game, though. Excellent game.
Final score once again, Huntington Prep 68, MACK Prep 57. That's going to do it for us here at the Conley Center. I'm Brian Correa along with Mark Maynard saying so long. Thanks for watching. Tonight's game has been a presentation of the Electronic Media Department of Ohio University Southern. You've been watching the 11th Annual Ironton Classic.
Someday starts today at Ohio University Southern. With more than 30 affordable 2- and 4-year degree programs in-demand careers, you'll learn skills employers want right here in the tri-state and beyond. With traditional classroom instruction in Ironton and Proctorville, online and blended learning, Ohio University Southern meets the needs of working adults and traditional students with affordable, accessible, high-quality education. Ohio University Southern.